former world place winner. I mean, it was an amazing side of the bracket.
Yep, and they've had to fight their way through that bracket, as you say. KHINCHEGASHV, the man in red, the Olympic champion, going against ERDOGAN, triple European champion. So they'll know each other very well. You can guarantee by the end of this 6 minutes they'll know each other even better. Who's going to come out smiling as they go straight away, head to head? Looking for some intel, looking for some answers. Well, from the fast-paced start of the previous final, slow and steady from both, a little bit too slow from ERDOGAN.
KHINCHEGASHV is one of my favorite wrestlers to watch. His scrambles are phenomenal. When he wants to go offensive, he goes from this flat-footed stance to a straight attack as well as anybody in the world.
That's why these men are the best in the world, looking for the bronze medal in this one. This is the under 61 kilogram grouping. The weights get heavier as the day goes on, and that's just the commentary team. Well, there is the clock indeed. ERDOGAN has to do something now. KHINCHEGASHV in his comfort zone. Sometimes you see the wrestlers as this clock ticks down and they just look so comfortable at what they're doing. There's effort, people that are pushing and really going for it, and some people that look as if they're doing nothing. KHINCHEGASHV, effortless.
He flows like water.
Yes.
And
exactly.
His body is so relaxed until he wants to take that attack, and then when he goes, it's explosive. And ERDOGAN is really no different. Comes from primarily the same system.
Well, ERDOGAN, as you say, points down here, 45 or so left. But if anyone can, Cengiz can, but he's got his arms in the trouble here. On his back.
He's going to try and suck in the leg of ERDOGAN. He comes right up to his feet. Let's see if he can get some big points. He doesn't. He's trying to take him over to his back for a 4-point hold. However, ERDOGAN was able to slip off and just give up 2 points.
As you say, saved himself a little bit there, ERDOGAN. Well, he flew through the air with not so much ease, but ended up on his stomach, not his back. So just the two. KHINCHEGASHV creeping towards the end of this opening period. And more than deserving this lead. ERDOGAN looking leg weary as he gives up the single there.
So in that situation, KHINCHEGASHV got to a single at the knee, and a great sprawl by ERDOGAN, but he slid his hands up and he was about to score there. If he had 5 more seconds, his knees were coming underneath of him. His lower back is just unbelievably strong, and he was getting ready to suck that leg in. I'm looking forward to this second period because KHINCHEGASHV is, I say that name differently every time I say it. There's a lot of consonants in that name.
I figured out why ERDOGAN's having so much trouble. He's gone up against 5 different wrestlers so far. This is how difficult it is. No, it's the game of Scrabble that is Vladimir KHINCHEGASHV, but he's been good value for it. Well, he's been scrambling and he's been scoring freely. And you get the feeling that he's not really out of second gear yet. He's just rolling along.
He uses his hands, kind of pressures, but he's not an athlete that's going to come in with a hard collar tie or a big step, because when his opponent attacks, he's so light on his feet sprawl so quickly. I would love to put a camera just on his feet and just watch as the match goes on how often he's moving them and how light he is on them, because ERDOGAN doesn't have an answer right now for KHINCHEGASHV's shot.
As you say, ERDOGAN Well, KHINCHEGASHV is hard to pronounce, but even harder to catch. The Turk doing his utmost here, no question about it. Concerned times there for Team Turkey. KHINCHEGASHV in the ascendancy and not really under too much pressure. Can Erdogan change it?
And one of the things about KHINCHEGASHV is that he is excellent in the as he's as good in the first 2 minutes as he is in the last 2 minutes, and vice versa. In his semifinal match, he was, you know, one kind of controversial call, not really controversial. It was questionable, but it could have gone either way. I mean, he was right in the match into the very last second. They went to the video replay. They went to the challenge. The challenge was not overturned, and so. And Erdogan also went in for that nice little trip. Most people, KHINCHEGASHV would be able to just go and go behind right away, but Erdogan was able to face him. So right here, this is again textbook wrestling, and they scramble so well without giving up back exposure, which to me is beautiful.
It certainly makes beautiful reading at the moment for Vladimir KHINCHEGASHV. Not really been pushed out of his comfort zone too much. Erdogan has pushed for it, battled for it. Used his entire repertoire, went to the well a few times. But it's not going too well for him here.
But for the whole match, it's still only 3-0. So Erdogan, one move, is right back in the match or in the lead.
As you say, the only difficulty with that is the time. Clock ticking down. Erdogan, well, it's on him now. He has to go for it. KHINCHEGASHV has subdued him, and he has indeed defeated him. Right on the whistle. Erdogan gave up, but didn't give up any points. Cengiz Khan Erdogan, classic effort, but Vladimir KHINCHEGASHV by a distance. An impressive performance from him.